Kessben 92.9 FM. Kessben 92.9 FM.
Residence, Musa Zanaro Liva, oh, Nana Kunadu Nyakopo found Christ here, bring it a time to 14 minutes to the top of the hour 8. Welcome back to the program Maakye Midindi Nana Frimpong Ziega. Yeah, that's sponsor for Nasepa. Somebody sponsor Musham at the Abraya, Kwam Mickey and Tony. Yeah, that was a Sabre. Koakra Tampes Ebeba. Na before that, I'm say, Sesia Menamoka say, a National Signal Bureau, former National Signal Bureau boss, Kwabre Dubois. Say o wakono enya sem ketua kra na ye de fresh charges bi abon fresh charges ye de abon no ye de charges ene ye de abon enche ye bekwa akodi hu nkomo e de aba afewura sameja mfinu ma me agrada hu nsensem a aba enimu nsem enkofo twene dare so mixed reaction ebisi anyi sameja mfia di ebisi amono kokko ebisi eyonu ani sika obi asika nyirai on and on and on. And also, pedi hun koma kakra aba fe matters arising. New Patriotic Party mun sensem cracks no dipiane e dipin e mucha ne eche ye bedi hun komo afei sidi no eba from the good force ebe ye adwadifo ntete omo no ma so ebisi da bi wo ma shada ya politics no mo ya ma John Mahama President Mahama ebisi bum ye nya abotran sa ase pre ya hododo e kwan ben ye befa so ebetimi assistant sidi no. If the first so much so and I said, you can't so much so. Say so much so, your better explanation. Say you can't so much so near her no more, and I see a better explanation. Also, better do again, Chinaba. Number is 0550596929. 0550596929. And no, your WhatsApp, your back in kind amount. And a text line is here 0550567929. 0550567929 emu bia no what the fa me be kenkan e the amount for agent chair brass here near kenkan fama we want say good morning I'm Iben me free kwabenya na diaba was see those demanding the sack of Sabe Jemfi the nano group in parliament the minority group in parliament have no shame at all, and if I were them I would shut up. So soon they have forgotten the shame, torture, and opulence living they left us into. With Nana B, the least said about him, the better. These NPP guys have no moral right at all to call for the suspension of Sabe Jemfi. Regards to Hajia Hawa of Ghana Revenue Authority. Wefri Komlevi of Pokiase Benghazi. Or say the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu won't create any disturbance in the judicial service as NPP minority claim. NPP minority don't have any power to defend the Chief Justice because it is not possible that she will hold that position under NDC government. On and on and on. We say every Masawood or if you Kumase Bantaman Diaba. Or say this is the second time President Mahama has violated the constitution since assumption of power. The flagrant disregard of the constitution by President Mahama shows his desire for military rule over democracy. If care is not taken, John Mahama action and inaction might compel the military to intervene to rectify all these anomalies. May God save us this tyranny of John Mahama. Regards to former KMA boss Honorable Sampine. Okay, thank you very much. Yada sepa more messages. Also, far dear bra, bet me asako Facebook. Uko Facebook. oko Facebook search for Kessben TV program be yaba chewadwene na yankenkan emfama o super morning flight so dwumadi na masogu so amutie na sabrede me catch so you obia ukoda obedwonso saa na dwonso no eba wo so nsuo na menum ye ni tra da bi eni nsuo na anom ye ni tra obi wo no mo a dwonso ya sisi ana dwonso na san ba na se dwonso saa de na se o saa kodwonso eni ade a ama you prostate na ye kese u prostate sa ye kese se anya kese na be saa de na be besia no kwan de ama se prostate na ye kese aye large pa na usi uye ho bia de anyi wanu nura enkwa ye betu ase de ama ya sure katika ye cancerous ye betu ase de ama ye di na hwade bi mu fa camera na to ofa so ofa kwa ba
ya me de
bibia bokọ de
me ado na unso
eduro ni de kan
enu krapa
de enu ano de ye nu ano de ye di onua na ansa na jaja nyasa kwoto madam kubu adabraka na meme de bi na me sade ma no etu aba mu ho aba betobi
fine
wa aba beto be 3 ko so do ba ko komando ofa no na yusu tu na e kam
that is good
ye fe na dum meme de ni bi na obe yusu
o man yusu
be yusu kakra bi kram so yusu be sa she water na wo kam yusu kakra bi ye de ma na em say ya na so kai papa na du na me do me so ofre o minim se bia en kra dia ba ono so ofre o and am the direction of ba doso ani edro ne ka ene chechemu kire
mati
chechemu yie pa fa kire
diga we dem da sepi ano penso me de enchia kasema atiefo a samre omagimre etie Kessben TV ana omohwe so dika mpesa me de no mas bitudwa menya agency wo agent wo bibiani any Kofodua ntimi do no ma abetudwa obi a wo tie mi free bibiani anase Kofodua no
oh I see
tie na su ombi na sum ye no tie no ma no
bibiani Western North
that
is say mo amo sehwe ne mpatam ne nyina hida mu ba kwa makuma oh I see
menye bi ho ato bibiani no man 043 68 69 38 Mrs. Bio 043 68 69 38 Kofodua 0266 45 09 11 0266 45 09 11 Kofo kumase ne ide as time goes on me
nti weri e Kofodua ne bibie ne no
sabe pepe na me kan sisu se obi a won ma me nchen na opedo no bi atono hwe se obo test am ya confirm so wo post-it o test ne confirm so wo post-it no post ay kese anase bi a so rubber anase bi a so post-it ne duro no ay cancer ko test ne confirm ansa na wato duro because obi ho na enye post-it na ye no na akoto duro no o tia ba hwe na ba so eduro no kwa meto ye no kra no anya adwuma na enye post-it because junso mu ya de no enye post-it ngwa na ma junso pi sa ye infection bit ma wa sa infection no junso abete mu bon na ana so junso ne kokko ana say brown ana coffee na che wo de no obi wo kwa o sa wo post-it sa wo infection ndi say wo sa condition mu a ko test me confirm say wo post-it na kase ansa na wa pedo ne kira kwan me pese obi aba ne sa ama me dika tosumienu se de yin anim no me yame adom me ewo post yade ehu aduro se de bia me ka no enu nti enenu ana yade a mehwe ne ya mehwe no na post yade ne yade bia se de yin anim ye mema yade bema wedi be say 40 years am fan say 35 eko 40 years no uju so pia na joa eso hu say post ya ben ana so say Johnson count na wa mo hwan ha na Johnson agu ho a post-it na esa and also Johnson count na so ko gina ho na se wo twen eche ansa wetumi adwonso a eno so post-it etumi esa titu ni se de bia me ka se post-it ya de no ya atwumi ya de ono kro no a Johnson count na wa mo hwan ha na Johnson agu ho no ono aso be ma wa Johnson agu ho Johnson count wa ba twentwen so ansa na wetumi adwonso omu a Johnson eba na pressure we chirin e wo form susansu ni binu no susansu ni binu se be ma wo adwunso agu ho adwunso be de wa obadwunso wonim se adwunso de wo eni me de ameka se eni to friends in Sudan head of state e ma ne adwunso gu no ho parade no sabi
South Sudan
yes omu a ebe ma wadun so boja mama sam akofom mama osisi etumi ayo ya na esa no man toto so ni na no one day be sore no be na wadun so a embabiem na chese ebuni friend no urinary retention na chese hospital na sure rubber ma utumi ujunso na ujunso fa enumu because opposite na ekese nti asi ujunso twa no kwan se de be ma utumi ujunso se de ujunso enti no se wotumi nkan na make positive wasama na me person me sure say positive na ade nkofo pi ade nkofo bebre ko nsedo na ade nkofo bebre aboso a omo achinchi omo ya ayasa no me se me wadru a ebetumi ama ayi wa fisa te bienu mu kra edoni yedru a ehwenke positive na ekese no e normalize no se de be ya Johnson sa nsusanso amabodi yan den ebefiri ho ena mama dro no ye adamu fia na se esonko e wondro bi a wonim ho because abofudo no kwa na abrofo no de ma e boko hospital e de ma wo no tamsulosin hydrochloride ne finasteride no entu yare na se adwodwo Johnson no na se bo ma otumi Johnson very say the fata but Johnson ye ni na yare no positive no e chekire agusu eye kese nti ne kase mu abedu baabi no na afi na sizi nti misraw se wo sa te bienu mu a empa baabi enko baabi a hweme pemechi akwan me say pemechi akwan because as I see there amanfo dia dan se bebre ewo aduro no se de na ziga e kan sesi yi sa na tie nti misraw so otimi kan mempa be manyen enitifo yansafo ne to na mombra wo ba ho beto wo pemechi akwan a ho beto baabi a no me sa me de to dwani na so kofodua wo friend nipa no a obe ye doni bi ato ho wo bibia ni wo friend nipa no obe doni bi ato ho me am so me no mani 0553
0553
800
678
0553
0553
800 678 me wo kaswa baby de fifi prat last stop e oyinya no kaswa kwan no so nti se wo frame a odu kaswa obenya baby fifi prat last stop car no ewo kaswa main station na interchange ni ncha ho no duru ho a we de kasa wo pa fifi down taxi wo fa taxi na kacha da ban so bi so obatampa obana antibasa minti mensa free ho no webedu masoye ena mikumasi no won ya wo kumasi so emfe no ma we 0249 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 kumasi from fresh are normal way and when you are western region and friend normal way 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 mufra opebia obenye bi osano mesama baby amabobo yin na de bia meka se positive ade no obi echi o mechi akwan a na achade kasi obetimi de ama wo positive no eni se obechi o mechi akwan because positive do no na enye easy sa me anka sa meti a meka se ebi eye mi medu na me sa ho ade a ema nde sisi aye aduru a me de bo amanfo echi se wo super positive do pa de enye easy wo benye aduru be manage ujunso but the best thing positive netu ya na se de I saw oba makache ndebi antema mtumi ka se we so positive do chamia oboa na ya mpanso when ya ba menchen adasidi omudi ana se nsem omo kan bebi omo chinchin obi tun ka se waboka bebrebe chinchin mebi bebrebe a no ho anto no be hwe oba menchen mama na duro oba ka no na fe no odamase no ochem mechi akwa dim ko chem nkofo mechi akwan nti se me ka se mo positive duro a na ya go na medi to utimi nka man dwese bia agrobi na medi I'm very serious me very serious so what they make home so ultimate can me nitifo yansafo ne tom na mombra woni mo bia wo sa atibia ni mu bia won so wo post sa for me no mama no na fa bo an sa kwan so ana wo fie wura bi wo papa bi wo anamfo bi na so wo sa atibia ni mu a man fa me no man kamino wo de kamino na se wo poso wo na poso wo because post the ade no say start wa it is within edi etuo acha so poso kun wo e dan se obekun because ehun adu ni enye simple sa nti wo guso awunu mu nduro no a wo de manage no na guso eye kase sa ante bedu baby no na cancer because hunam nduro bi ne fa bia ho a eye kuro cancer na aye wo no eye cancer so a wo ye de do beko nti misraw wotimi nka men dwuntwan wo na se men twinse bia o ma machincha bre ana makwa ha ntino ti said dem call na pepe da bi me kan no kra na acho so wo ba ho beto pa me chi akwan me no ma me da tudwa me san de no ma tudwa bi o 0244 0244 I'm sorry 0553
0553
800 678 0553 I'm sorry 0553 800 678 me de commence no man so 0459 I'm sorry 0249 0249
0249
another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 Western region 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 Bibiani 0243 68 69 38 Kofodian 0266 45 09 11 me ye adwuma free Monday ekosi Friday
okay
ebo 8:30 a na ya start adwuma kosi by 4 o'clock na apon nti se wo start be mu abra eto so miensa ye boba e be testo compare ultrasound scan wo ho a e be testo hu condition se de te ansa na hweso adan amu aduro nti se wo start be mu a mempa ba bia amfa
okay
ama ni enkodada bra na me show because anu na aduru ankopon e de abdom me a me de bo adasa ti sam kasa me specialist na say me catch your last stopper na me kan dia grow
okay all right etie di na yen share ni enchire fifi prat last stop na yen konkwaje ya yaresa okay thank you very much obatampa for yeda mo asepa.
This is 92.9.
So I adwena my Ghana ho enche ye bekwa ahoma no so ne yakwa akodi enkomo owura kwabna adubua hin former National Signal Bureau boss ade ho akoda adwabu no sesi attorney general esa the fresh charges bi abono nanya asem keto akra ye bekwa akodi ho nkomo na afi owura sameja mfin so nsensem a eba enkofo ekole say ye investigate no enkofo a epese de ne ko shraj enkofo ese asem we hu eniadi fi so bia sika nyrai no nini na no ye ba bedi ho nkomo sisi enche afi sidi no aba fom no bi say ye pre ye hododo bi say bibi we are not in a purchasing season and am sidi na aba fom whatever the case ene ye be pe de puma sibre na gutafo say adwadifo ntete omo no ma so adwadifo ntete no ma so free say dollar no aba fom eti no ye bedi hu komo fra adwenkyere bra ne kenkan fa ba number is 0550 596929 0550596929 ne your WhatsApp line or the bar making kind the amount and a normal text line is 0550 567929 0550 567929 who are see from Eric Kwaku Buadi Petrate voice became Osamejanfi went on TV and called Honorable Cecilia Bradapa a thief just because there was no money in her room. Now, how can we describe Samejanfi today? Abba Yabodi Yadebo Tachino Yadebaba, regards to Ajane Kessben John Buadu, Obatampa Hawa Kumsin, of a K, NPP UK chairman, and running home a crab Mama Mwachi. Honorable Makwaba.
Major Zominua.
Honorable Kachemi. Before I bet try asem Botiano ubetimi ama me history Botiana how kwaba na mo fa so amutimi ese Botiano moje Botiano yes now I'm shocked by the mutimi je Botiano kwaba na mo fa so vibrant politician or in the person of Sylvester Tete beboa.
Yes.
Says yes, Sylvester Tete. Now,
yeah, surprise every my because we believe strongly say even in 2020 no na Juma no na nke say nkunidi no enye dia.
That's the 2020.
That is 2020 because we share constituency now. Every time the constituency no buy no from 2012 no and this in the fire and 2016 no niama bi ankoye and I got the MPP for insem and as like so ebeji 2020 but we share the dynamics now I work from but Tiana English man for that constituency should never be won by MPP one was another no eti ye who say hey bia niama bi na ankoye na ma constituency no ekodu yomunsi.
Okay,
so this 2024 elections say no matter what whatever be the case no we should get this.
we should get this. Okay, honorable my so bodwe mo mame kwa humano sina mene Mustafa Bandi entwetwe nkomo Mustafa Haj baby a obi amechacha o bibia bakode
Radio ya dumo.
na quickly catch ye o yenua same jamfi enano over the weekend na ni video bi ba bonten na video yi ba bonten ye hu se all kind sika bi de ma mame agrada o ye evangelist na no sika no ye dollars ye amanoni sika eno akofa nti wa show dia ba mixed reaction e bisi ora same jamfi investigating ye farmer strike NIB before so mu bi so say ye farmer special prosecutor ni adia mo party for no full soldiers ni bia sorry so amon tiase ni adia but the party position mo ankasa no asabo mo fa ne say new National Democratic Congress mo fa ne say
menia sami jemfi yenua no ana ye National Communication Officer stabi o hwe National Communications Officers ababe twem both NDC and NPP. Sami Jemfi is the youngest. Wababe som no mine. Na NDC enyane ngu formu ne enyane ngu formu china. Na ni wum se enano video ya hu ye. Obiye di ho dance se sabi na adoye. Ono de na dwemu no na oye doye. But Tomuha uwe penya anya wonko na onam Ghana fo ne yesum wom party fo ne yesum wom party fo bo bi said bi agada di atem adentina ye na doye ebi mu nso si o na adentina ye adoye wo dollars mu ni ye kuku amu di obi nim de bia politicians ye chanko fuska o ukwe ye no we share party no se me di ye show button ye wom na dia mano no so akonya biedi we share and training also minia hwe mache o no so gu button ye wom dia o dia mano emra bi enne krom ha sadie no se oye wo bi adoye a obumra na mmom enam se ekom di yen ape ni yetire man party fu ni nyeho and some trophobia any nyeho civil society phobia any nyeho enunti na brantia no tete pa yetete no fie oba ye be ka se tete sadia min sada min sayem mun ko todwe party fu nyina yasa fa na nyina sabio sa doya na manya no a maye na anya mu de no on cheme ensibie mu da na mum na madwim na meye adoya ma obi na nyo sanso na bo ahena o na nyo twa kwan nim se
the chiachia
achia tita no di akire enti wo mu ayesom wo mu na betimi aten aso se oh we ya waye no entwa kwan mu no apacho in fact court kura na de wakọ na ewujina court na otimi kasa judge aye bone mo mfa nchemi etimi de chama ne yeye na mmom binia sta enanu ya ye bae nka kokoi ko ayi goldi ya de my MPP for omo anu omo ye omo de no gold for oil obakai
yeah
abo shada no omo ye no ponzi scheme na speaker ko ankofu butum womo first amio sami no womo friend to ya sokonuma sa sokonuma ni ade gold board share sana no o chechire no bosu mienu we mu di 8 years chechire ya anyeye ono be chechire no foforo home regina within 2 months. Na gold border shares here. Or my wood or mining in as at here or moody home fast. Then the dim community make us a gold. And so who kahuna dollar no ba for more. Mini obom paya no abobia ma brante no. Onye unua de. Baka say unua no wo sa anyansa woni ndiye. A yetimi chichiri te ya. Obom paya no aka no. Na MPP foi mwetimi akọ spend the bay 50,000, 60,000 after press conference. Akọ kasa over $1,000 on dia. Mutumi political party ya de mutitiri ko ayeye. Anano yanko baby ya we nu busu munfia. Ye ti kromu ha na kanofurata. Wokoji wo man ne bosia. No onu an company de anim. Oyia no wa 6 ka ne fa. Mo se ayemi fees.
Kessben.
We nyina ba betamu MPP fo no omu hu mra bia. Ye ti kromu ha na mamme abrowa sabio batan. Abra ti di no top form ay memre. Wetimi ahodo millions of dollars e wo won pass here. Itenkanye ni made eko wia bia kenim fiska da pass here. MPP forces are made in few way e de yemfa ntoto e no na enya equal se de be ya e kira bi ne yentimi nka ifila da aho asem. E ti krobu ha da. Na MPP for ogu wo man no aye wo man no yakayaka de. Cho mo party for kra mo nkopa wo mo to. Sabo ma komande wo mo ATS. Point mi anya sa de. Nanso obi de ba ya. Yan crucify ne yan say no. Yan say no ni yan kofa hwan. NTS say ya sami jemfi ni akofa MPP ahia ba na say akuya wo ekuapem man so ye sro hoyi. Ni o mo so di campaigns kai. Miracles. Ni yan kofa miracles. Mampanya dan. O mampanyi ni nyina ya bu nkotodwe.
Mustafa Haji, Mr. Adama. Miracle aboaje ho asem na wo kan. Dennis Miracle. Na Mr. Why na cast wa kodi campaign sika?
That say o mo report wa o mo ye o mo papa ko ko e fene say makokwe report no eba abonta na e kan na
me pacho
aduma kuba fi ba abonten so be ka asasem na
o kan da be
nim ho anu kra de ba aduma kuba fi kan
sese o kan say
o mo say ayi fosika communicator sika ene e dia ma miracles o mo hu ba bia sika na fa anti yentimi nya
na me so wadama o Maakye kwa report in the NPP for na kase ma abonten te se de kwasi botwedia na up to na ma abonten no na ye den na
report yi aba abonten from ya kan ni nyina ana na NPP for ye o ma agency o tadia yan ko fam ye even though say wa ba mu ye ejuma o ye ko fam ye the party polling komo o mu tibi nko engine ka tadia bu man kamom ni ankopa Ghana photo ye party for na cho se o ya e bone eno kra no be boa na nka tension na ba fam kaka na kwasi da nko ojo oda obunsam a ontimi nkata nanim anu wom ko ya kan wo bebe mu ya akoye de wo hoyi tankofo we fi se wom wo moral credibility bi a wom etimi decide say yen crucify wo bi tankofo we no na me na MPP for we mu the current crop of MPP, they don't have the moral credibility to talk about anybody. I don't call me Yamiano. Wemu, Mutra Hobeye, D, and Sasema Galamze, Mumpany for 2 years, 2 years, maybe baby. A friend is saying, I thank you at the Yaman. Mama kasa yen ko crucify sabi je biso adan o man panyin ne ade yen sa ada yen sa dem ebu nkotodwe se ono ane ya papa en si bie mu ta de no ebisi but ya ri yen so etra o sia me obedwam na kasa me muawa Agra dan ya na mentimi ankobo.
Na Mustafa yan hwade o me say radio bi wo in the background. Me say wadama nipa the voice na say me yan voice no kra me say drum ne kakra ma me why.
Ma any panel voice me nua national organizer.
Ma entina make nipa the voice minim voice no. No a che na ma me. Why? Joseph me we so no kasa no.
No so kwa no asha da condemn MPP for ansem hu a wo mu di no.
Me say no be kasa no kasa we ne reverend be kasa ba ka kire me o. Your friend say chief of staff for Tono Safre Sami Ampa.
And na me kasa said ye wo hwe a chief of staff kwa said ye swift on the matter no che mpanyifo ewu fie. Mpanyifo nso wo fie a emofa be bone ba be ye be to
ne kre
wo entini nyina no say anka na ado abeso anka be cho congratulations letter na Sami Jemfi
na me ba o chief of staff de ba asem na o ka kire Sami Jemfi na wo say you ka kire o man panyi se mo pa ne cho on Sami's behalf me ba to boase Mustafa to boase udi kaka say mo pa Omanpenina on behalf of Sami Jemfi. No, explain to us. Edi na on patch for say sika no yi ni public no ana.
Oh, set Ghana force anyomo de.
Aha, okay, fine.
Na Ghana force anyomo de. Ghana for 2 minutes na da Omanpenyin nsem. Na o papa wo fie na akoya ade a abonten so force o mani an ya ba fie aso patcho.
Ne kre.
Aha, enu ntimia ye kana sa no nye se boni bi esi. Sami Jemfi mu mrabia o Ghana thing. But now say Ghana for some party for some one ka ho asemuntina. Say bia nyina ye juso afo aso say entity e pa bi e na ma ne be pa acho. Esi wo mi na me di monim me nso na me soa ahena.
Ne kre.
Say no konsuo esensuo e bo ahena. Ye kan me
ne kre.
So
yeah. It is a chief of staff dey asempa no ka che Sami.
Chief of staff we are no no chame be baba kade omo apense mu.
Okay na
me be ntoto ohene ano
yo
na ohene de pa no chow ana ya kasa kona kuma so ya nkasa nkontim enu na ye gya se amranti a ya yi yense ya meso man no inya ya amranti enye de bia na ye niema ebe koyie yesua ni ya de adwuma na MPP for there they don't have kwad lo member bia wo to obi fu payment for wo ndum be bia ya wo to obi fu
okay
to wo nto ba bi magana for enjechiri wo mkro
Mustafa Mr. Wadama ye ka unfa phone ma national revenue kie musi na asem simabi wa ye pese de baba bako ekunu ma mienu we de Wadama ye fa bro na ho awempa no.
Hello.
Hey Reverend. Hey Rev, enti do ade aye ni.
That is saying.
Nya go padu bibi abako. Me to won ka biom ni me de ade aye ni.
Kafra.
Okay. Na Rev ka che mi o. Ora yi kwabna dubu ahen. Na denti na ade na moya ne sa. Enkofo se mo hyada na mo pese eye political ye face witch hunting and na mo hunting abranti. Adenti na mo yesa.
No, where there are witches, they need to be hunted. But our bush before sorry, Mumbai. And it's witch hunting. I think it's the best. Yeah, you need to one in actually. Obia no wa witch hunting. But your MPP phone, Obia na yedena kokot. Then you be and you was some better honum. Na someone moon shed and clear. Emrane se yenhwehwem. Akufuado ba be di Ghana kunya no. Contract bia na ekos wo yema ha bia okutu no on hold. And I want to say
and the yeah.
But put on hold we no so ye auditing into those contracts. No fi so ye auditing no hu say obi ade sika bia ka project bi hu ama na kosora. Nko mbebo mu nsema ama. Some moments, until you do baby, I mean, who know why MPP for sometimes, they say the devil finds work for the idle hands. Or most, you say, or mutu ni BBI, until or more, party no musono. ye wo bi sekan ye bobi asum ye ko thank you to chairman so wonko we are bronya ne kene Japan ye did and sometimes they also want something to cover up the media for me no kase this year o frame me so wajai omo thank you to no wo mo ka ho asem no unum say John Mahama so apart from say wo buga na man no ona ma wo thank you to so eden and aka ho but unya time and discuss sa ana mo papa na eden un say nya time mpo and discuss the economic stability I enjoy say ya we are talking about obia sebi emrani nyanka to we discuss here nanso so semrani ko fine out so we discuss odi ni sika mi no mi ni ya ndibi enso eno ho asem ne ye ka magana fu ni na eden he is entitled to a lawyer the lawyers be na chi eno omoko yet say na ne administration no ma bi ankoyi some procurement breaches emra offense say was say adhering a tender or the mass sourcing it's an offense it means money money at the end of the 20 million neto o me yakoto 50 million e hwehwe money ye and ni no ma bebre enti ano ho ade na ekosi amani nye so bi
enti sanete on
bi be fro bi ni ko obi an ya adubuan na MPP fuo no mo ye target say adubuan won ka ho enti ye pe obi attack no asaban say person ya di weekend MPP for ni ade enye no na sika no kra say adubu ahe de na ye ketekete no di kakraka bia emre be so mo de enso be den
na omo pese mo attack o mo no ebi ni hwan mo
no dia ye ntimi nka there a lot of administration bia ya friend saying e free su bia no they say wo say nyo na host morning show no and as I say, una who host morning show. Unim the oye and it's over. You review the former host no program. See the no see there. No. And I say, and you might be uncle ya over the standard. And you might be kuya. You continue with it. And you just a matter of need the end be about a class. Say at it me too. And a more money there. Money all that so no say but. Offer to be any kind of offer. Oh, yeah, you may be any kind of yeah. This government will bring a part of 120-day contract now. Then Ghana for a day, a sign. The more Mulu too, a buying. Oh, make sure that they come back with those monies for the state.
We a Reverend Dr. Joseph Yamin. A national organizer the National Democratic Congress one Mustafa Bandi any no omochoche en komono na revia de komono e ba na wie ye hwe CD baabi akwaduri CD ye beto aba na ke dollar na ke 16.47 te se me no ka say a drop wa ba 13 ko 12 for kra ne sa and a good for say en ka be ye adwadifo enteto omono ma so fi so ade ne de wie adwane no eno ma so ba fom eno sa danche ya owura Kofi Bentel ono na ye Imani Ghana vice president odi atudwa wo se enya momo might ena amasidi no aba nya administration no nemom eye the gold purchasing policy no a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia introduced in the middle of 2024 no eno ho results ena Ghana ye nya no kade ni na bom mame edwadifo no omo so omo nteto omo no maso no esese ye hye omo price control act no yen san famra yen hye kena ni anya sade na ne sade na kani na bom itu ana ye wrap up
Nana onim say ya ma mu ha your problem kakra e wo ye ma ni na problem ni bi no na ene de wo ye den wo ka ho asem no ejumba ko table me and some on the same thing but a bone is different because we are not always giving prices from the state and to the okoto ne nyoma free Togo de buy ne price different from the okofa and the free China they buy but in the so ya na the stability of your local currency and this Chitana or the koto Togo no also sano non equivalence the koto no China then you can see it will be anton at this price but Samrani intimate fanya juma wa manum to the the latter because ya na ye CD no na ho de no fluctuate enti tete ya ahode ne ba enye CD no dollar no kwa na ahode no ewo no so no. I think that it is time for us to come back to our policy me say yentimi and determine prices of commodities in this country. I support it. 2, for the first time in the history of this country, a before any abine entimi ya no ba akoma no enye. Insida yenti anya no ba akona say yedi ni bi won mo ni mi di nkomo. No ka say onya contract e wa abine. The contract na onya ye no. Na Chicano is 16 cedis to the dollar. For supply in Nyoma. They say Chicano in dollars. But the Cocotiano 13 will lose 2 million Ghana cedis. It's a buying Tiano a year 16 cedis rate in one casa. It's a couple problem the other at the upper. Meanwhile, yes, so CD no a year or there. And inflation timia den ejina so ade a woko kroma oton and 1 cedi the same and then in 3 hours so kwa no oton 3 cedi so ba for ma mani ni na abejina say and now turn 1 cedi o tina kwa abetono say 1 cedi enti abana ye nioma bia ye nemum dwadifo hu ni say the cedi exiba ye na bia ode ni kwakoto nioma no bebre be taking 6 months and sana wetimia den aton ni na afiro Tikana or the tower man on no and kissa and a baby in Sudigano or Kofaba near Tianaka. So say Tianaka no dia Satikana only Quakuto with Tiamo Baboka. And Tiaco a problem, but and yet the 4 Unqua was a near Kayaka answer a tono. A bino feels that a dollar no and a running against his city no. I was so young baby. Did he say? Aba mu boni na na ema esika no ho de yede e ba fom aba mu papa ba ye hwa ma na kofom
ye ni purchasing season ye started purchasing season no a ye koto no ma na ye de abedi Christmas ne no na ebema ayina ba fom dollar ne be sign ayi bia bi say gold purchasing policy Dr. Baumiatam na ba e bi say China for a developer chip bi omne Russia it ama dollar na is not all that relevant it was some part of Asia and Europe and no ka hu bi na ama we na ba bon to fama me na
no but I know they say your more justification or more they might because they don't want to give credit to a buying China and the US for Russia and China for and then no money US China Russia war no started 2 years money and a way na MIC no ho dey bafom then as Russia war then ko and then under John Muhammad ma you see no nya ho dey it doesn't make sense. 2 the goal for oil you come so ni say by first policy ye free and you say go for oil no na ma ye city no anya ho dey dia e ja ya che nya na asem. So why is the city gaining strength against the dollar if policy no na yeah they run here. 2 you run it policy no over 6 months e member na ye city no Ghana dollar no Ghana na Ghana ye city no then 4 months into the exit of MPP no afei na city no nya ho den because good for oil business no. It doesn't make sense. Sometimes omo from intellectuals no omo kasa omo rem fit a dinner that omo so no e binum were ahead of them when they speak if you know that opportunity no manya no omo kasa but that doesn't mean that they have knowledge more than will be.
All right.
To speak asema ini na yebeti ase na where credit is due yampa credit na fanya.
All right. Dog ya bada sipa nyakopo nshrampa na wakaye wa ahimemu wa me producer why
I mean you do ahimemu wa dia I mean you
All right, don't get that. Rabbi, I say, why? Yabekasa, okay. We Mustafa Bangdi, Deputy General Secretary Dima National Democratic Congress, and Dr. Reverend Joseph Yamin, National Organizer Dima National Democratic Congress, and I'm what to say, you know more etreche and common efa. Kwabna Dubois in one asem and the gold board Samajan fee and so one asem and of course Sidi no above from one and and for quality entertainment masono above from Sabredi Nyamia Domara Kwamenya Dr. Ramsey Inusa member for Movement for Change, member of Movement for Change Ewa Hasei and Honorable Alexander Kuoko, former parliamentary candidate Edema Botiano English a man from National Democratic Congress and so ewa hasi na ayi kasa honorable na wo kasa
the American
na yanko ayi no susi
adwumaden ye wo Botiano English man from na the seat no emaye na se na wo kan no sly obedi ade no in all fairness no want to me anya bibi pabia amfan boye ewo ho because time over beti no the major challenge war your hono a road network that is very bad.
I see.
And I went into the contest with him. Now we were campaigning based on the road now. A very bad hono. For the first 3 years, no one to me and ye bibia FR roads no. I say getting to the elections no. 6 months to elections, and I'll start to say, Omoye Bibi Alpha Rose. That time it was too late. Wow, it was too late for him because they are. You see, who ye campaign na the other Nepal kuma so I will catch no. When you are make sure that within the first year no, we be 200 among Edia Manipa no. But the 1-2 na mana wo ko tran ho na wo da. Now, would you say be a election year? You are coming to do something about it. No, the only who say be we are that for. You just want to deceive them. And no, you know, they must lie and lose seat. No, but the seats no about fear. Yes, I couldn't be fear. And the ones I couldn't be fear, the one say, would the Akunya could do fear? You were dying. I yedi Akunya esim. And the ones Akunya never fear the Akunyano mobile
thank you very much.
Yeah, maintaining.
He says, 2012 and 2024. And okay, so thank you very much. Now, quickly, my mission is a few honum over the weekend. Now, we say a year story Kessia pa trendy all over the world. So, I'm take Ghana somewhere, no co internet, and then a lady, same for pa Rasa Major fee. Sikabia okokanya wadema evangelist mame agrada akofans and some dia ba ebi se shraj ebi kra start ya omo petition shraj say yehwehwe abranten investigating ebi say OSP so investigating no the minority aye press conference ewo ho say yenya hu bibi ene ade chief of staff for Tony Safen on and on matters arising. How do you take this issue?
My main the kind enchia TFO na mecha dog. Let me say this is the second time I share. This issue no. Meet for the first time. Let me say now we so Kessben le wo ho. Obi e woni sika wayi bia ma obi asem poten ben anaboni ben na nipa no waye fasika na oyi edima nipa no me who say this is an issue of discretion. When it comes to discretionary issues no obia ewo kwan a ofaso edi handle the issues no them say I don't know what actually the problem is. Ghana for bibri kasano say bia sikana odima agrada no agrada doesn't deserve it nonti na man crofo kasa ana samije fi okita dollars odi ama obi enu na creative problem na ana sikana okita no it has been proven say oyesika sebi oyua efree aban in China, they should come clean and let us know what the issues are. But in my candid opinion, me believe we say, looking at the conduct of Agrada in the 2024 elections, Kwanya or the NDC a fast no. I don't think say and say sami enhani hunkra e wa Agrada hu. Na obe drink crap say or maniska. But yeah, name Sami Jenfi for a very long time now. That is his nature. Or wobia or more BIB. And I have seen him on several occasions. Meaning I call into media houses or more than one radio station. Now obey now when who food soldiers ye or watch out ne hueshia e wo ne car no ho. Wo mra ye wo opposition crap o. Osolo yi bi ma. You understand me? Enti the omo enenam na omo kekani die me ti omo ase. Yen kase so bi wo into public officer or you should and then wo sha we enya dia we kase scan gu ni bottom na odru public no na o chiche. No, that is not it. You understand me? Obi ahunu nipa no na akasa o say o mami bibi kakra e na wa twe ne ho akọ ne car mu enye ne bottom o okọ ne car mu omo kikans dollars o kita dollars o kita no eya hin na dollars so obi kita dollars e wo mai ma e mfum so like have you violated any law e wo mai mu say wo kita dollars eti dollars no so o kasa o ni on be chere baby onya sika no free ye na ndi de keka ho no menua as a CEO as a CEO of Precious Marketing Minerals Commission wa ketua no and that for mo na ketua so sisan e the dollars one will be almost $10,000 bosumi bia aside other benefits are onya every ho so sa wanya ne sika na e bia or you say bia obetu kwan enti wa kosisan bi e di akọ into dollars we so yasem so at times let's face the fact say bia you believe strongly say Ghana sika ko di Sami Jenfi ho enunti na Sami Jenfi edi sika pity abontin until you are challenging him on it then that is a different issue. But see, nobody can prove anything say Sami Jenfi Ghana sika bia be di nchem na wo hwe ne salary is capable of changing some into dollars. Who shake to about Sami Jenfi nsem no. And this is not the first time make I say a politician in 2008 elections. I invited some journalists who be cover your program every May. Omo we ye do cities I want me who know minim say oh me we are me the be more no na sika nyina ye dey asan. You understand? So and omo jina house who na we invite you omo say one more omo transport no more fan call back. Then I have to go into my car to go and pull out some dollars kakra e wo ho no na me the more. So this is not new to us as politicians. You understand me? So the mere fact say who the dollars are money per beer, it's just say why you are mining sika. They should give us a break. Wow, Nepal yedi over $43 million a man. So on fan quantity Odo River Eda Munchen here. At the end of the day, no Odo no ya ejumana say Nepal no anye no ya who say ya ye. Sika no so ni ho. Na ye beti say sika no ehihye ne paasi. That is what you talk about. But you've not established anything. Wonfa bibia potent enhye ni sa. Say fakodi jima we mami. Na obeka say juma no nipa no nye. Na bia sika ni bi na o chiche no. I mean, we should give Samin Jemfi a break. Or more calling for any resignation, any the Eki can say, Yenfan Shiraj. He has nothing to fear. Obi biara opese on any Shiraj, no fan unko. He will go and answer. Because he has nothing to fear. On real biasika. Say, who here Jumane to me over $100,000 100,000 Ghana cedis a month, no. Meaning, when I want to me, $5,000 and share ubutum. Omonjai di omoye no. Na as opposition party no, we expect them to give constructive criticism. Na ebema omaino akonenim enye way. But for the lack of discretion on the part of Sami Jemfi, that is where Amasa Semi Ayede Abedaja. And I will just advise all the government appointees, you understand me? You see, some of us we've been in the public speaks for a very long time. And it is a practice. Ye mubi ye. Na practice ye ni nyarani say a be a public in space no na obi demandi bibi every year wa yen fan manu direct sa hey I have the this thing they say make us say a practice they say me ye bibi sa I always have envelopes e wo me calm obi be on them be always even if it is 10 candidates that I intend to give to you, I'll put it in the envelope and give it to you. It is our white envelope, so me will be bree, it won't be cano. And I think, say, it is our time. Isn't that why if we crapple, it shows respect to the Nipana with the Sikano Emano, and Manon appreciating the more. I will play it for with my colleagues. They say, okay, we cannot say we will stop doing those things because some of these food soldiers see, Omuti say we will come baby pay, Omejwane head yabaho, Omobasua. They expect say ube mo bibi kakra. When you are doing this kind of benevolent acts, no. We should be very careful because there are people who want to take advantage of it for their selfish political interests. Yeah. And also, don't give them that room. No, mo benya sa kwenya ino mo akekande omupe. Because they omo dream no ni ama boni omo ye no. Omu bompa say yes you be but yeah that. And all right. Our appointees should be very careful. No mo and one thing is to say and more your my dreams on to meet the MPP for a year than for. They should forget about them or beat his agrada or approach any of them. They should not mind her. They should not mind her.
Now, because politically it doesn't make sense, Sebi. It doesn't make sense that you don't say politics is about numbers. And to say Nipano when you campaign credit to President Mahama, no be and this no kuhun say Nipano. There's some way I bet me no.
There are some people, no matter what you do to them, baby or no, so don't waste your energy on them. Okay. Because Mimi Abiti hey, then obey me na make say me call the party for BH. You understand me? There's nothing you can do. Okay. Yeah, and there are people like that. Don't waste your time on them.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're from Kwabla V or the Fripokiase Benghazi Neba. Or see, every evidence shows that Kwabna Dubois made money through corruption. He has amassed wealth and properties through dubious means. It is a criminal case. He deserves to be arrested. Okay. We also say we all say Ajama writing from Kumasi. My observation about how you conduct your morning show is very unfortunate, and that proves which party you lean towards. Try to learn more from ... Be as fair as possible. Today's program is no exception. Can't fathom why you should discuss NPP thank you tour with two die-hard NDC communicators or journalists without any NPP representation. To mention but few. This wouldn't grow the country. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let me clear this that we have NPP representative but on my announcement 3 times. Ye babe passports no me announce. Ye buy no me announce. Maybe your course not me say announce. So I don't know what you are talking about. And I don't learn from anybody. And I cannot learn from anybody. I create my own image. That's all. Okay. Dog. Akwaba.
Ziga.
Dog.
Me ma matching Ziga.
We have a code.
Na me adumo na me bra penyon robo so sa matching. Ziga, ma me share siembo Ghana Police for Abaso pa.
Wow.
Ghana Police Service, even though omo criticism bebre nkofo ehun se omo dwuma no enso ani, but to baby they pull up some surprises, and I think say police has reformed to a position where metima bomb me koko so aka say me da metima da ye siga enra asema see no na ayara ho asem na me constituency aya also West Wogon am robbers era honum Emma omu wia obi 400,000 Ghana cedis omu ku nipa baako yes na ade na kra no Ziga na mesusa na nra ka na madani SWAT because mesusa I also jumped from the operation because then na omu shooti haphazardly no wan hwe ya na ankomu krunkrofo bebre enti nyame adom no yanyam yenu akaba ko a wadwane but nipa na omu shooti no de oko the young boy oko ni baby enti no nyame fa ne kran sie Ziga, I want to start by saying, Sam, the Ghanaian society will never take scripture lessons from a drinking bar.
Yes.
The American said, Ziga, and then young Sean Crawford or more kasa about the young man Sami Jemfi Asem. Omun Chiremi, politician Bia. Onya adoye ewo krom hanum na majai adia miyeni na and I'll give up on politics minka politics asem biom omunchire me politician onya adoye ewo krom hanum or ye friend social engineering or masika to socially engineer people omunchire me na ocean imkrofo mo kasana me nua ofri me krom wale Dr. Kabiru and then na oka you are quoting from the Forest Act 2006 Act 723 now I are quoting from the Currency Act 242 1964 was there any transaction between Sami Jemfi and Agrada was Sami
baby or kind na I need to say a session a caddy
or say
be dependent dear or kind
yes
if it relates to somebody that's using dollar.
So it says that the Bank of Ghana right deems it gives the permission to people to transact in dollars what you here be it the sale of goods and services in the
I'm not talking about the whole act.
I've just summarized
the section now.
Yes, I have not opened it, but I've just summarized. That's why I give the law. And you know, this is my premise. Now, in the law, there's nowhere Sami Jemfi etias amran because Sami Jemfi was not trading or exchanging Ghana cedis into dollar. He was not acting like a forest bureau. He was not doing any transaction.
Yeah.
There was nowhere Obetima Kache me say dollar na Sami Jemfi ma Agrada na he was securing a service or purchasing a service from Agrada. Sebi no kwan chen ya sorry die. Maybe Ziga a kwan chen na or man is kanu sorry die. So my brother Kabiru should know that you see you are a young man. Yani na if you crow back maybe so some if you wale. Do not be used by elements in the next people's party. Minim so Dr. Bamu Bamia boy. No Kabiru krano. On the primaries no meba.
Dog please.
Ziga,
respect.
Ziga, this is democracy.
Meba respectfully.
Yes.
What you we are not discussing that guy here.
Yes.
The Okayan so one cano hasi. So yentimin defending no. And it's more information about it.
Joy News, he came on Joy News, he released a press conference or based on this issue. So I'm talking based on this issue. Now Kabiru Abeka somewhere. Why don't you
also was a press conference that
yes, Kabiru conduct and
yes, I've listened to that press conference.
Ziga. Ziga, my yanka say media unim say media propaganda there mean to say yanu. Yeah, members of the movement for change. We are highly sophisticated and matured when it comes to political discourse in this country. And that is why we are calling on the grassroots of the MPP. So Musisa Omwadwin say a declining party will not take them anywhere. What you say, and a nation, the national interest is better than the interest of a declining party. Dr. Kabiru asema mekano Ziga. Oh, Dr. Kabiru no. Ede na ensi wa wale. Omo internal primaries no. Omo chiche sika. No ankasa wan chiche sika. Against Dr. Bamiye's sister. Oyi no who say onko kra no. They did so several attempts on running elections in kra no. Uncle Ziega. So what is he talking about? Now Mati say Henry Nanabuachi, the national organizer of the MPP, Onusoso IPA. Now, you see, some of these things, I have to say without any fear or favor to anybody, but I blame President Mahama for all these happenings. I blame President Mahama because 120 days I wore office, ultimately jelly way. Sikadia akoso or my way. You have the guts and the effrontery to come out to criticize somebody, say we are scam. Is there any establishment? Is there any evidence to establish that Samije Fisikana or chair and dollars? National Service Secretariat. Ghost names like Ekosi or Honum. Henry Nanabuachi was the deputy director for the National Service Secretariat. And then he's working freely. And I blame I blame OSP, I blame Dr. Ayini now. 120 days, you cannot establish a prima facie case against these kakistocrats and jail them.
Ababa said National Services is in court. Yeah, see, I invite you, man.
Ziga, 120
you are
days.
talking about personalities.
120 days. 120 days is more than enough to establish a prima facie case and jail these people. Now, and you know that CJ, no, how long did it take for the CJ to be suspended?
But see, establish a prima facie case. I not just in the party before.
And I make her say it should be established. And I mean him say now revelation ebano. Omadifo, were there no ghost names in National Service Secretariat? No. Maybe so Ziga. Were there no ghost names?
It's alleged.
No, Ziga. Ziga no krenu de ebako. Ziga yanka no kre.
Baby amemetini
baby a otinu unim na Ziga. Na white paper. O de show white paper mo ube
dog.
Messi white paper.
They say that be so are you expecting me to catch say and the credit was a ghost names.
I am telling you emphatically that Ziga there were ghost names.
That
there
were ghost names.
I am just like it's a fact. And your allegation a fact.
Okay, so go ahead.
Ziga. Intino nkrofo eni na ene no omo gina ho. Ewo effantry so mbeka Samijemfo asem. I am surprised. Nyame amusimu be si edayamano ediashe no enyumonyam. $58 million. Anka eneno Konfanochi Teaching Hospital yewura Asantehene otikoko nana. Osun for just $10 million. Ediaye GE no. Eneno kra abono. Na nye despite money other businessmen ni yera Canada Japan muni na mo bobo ska omode amano se onko sisa agi no ho a anka eneno sebi no uche the mekan asante no obre about this project but mudi $58 million Ziga akosi amina na mu enemo begina ho simpin so kasa about corruption. We will not take scripture lessons from a drinking bar. They should save us that.
So the power. Okay, well, see Ziga, good morning. No matter what people may say or argue, the bottom line is that Samijemfi has proved beyond any reasonable doubt that he is not fit for any national office. He must go. Robert Kusi Ade and I do say Abba. Mame Kamo says Sabre, the new patriotic party representative Abba. Honorable Nana K, member National Communication Team, NPP Abba Nana Moakwaba. From Capito Gosomanshia, it is still possible for the NPP, so we will bounce back come 2028 because this JDM and the NDC administration is not bibia enkoye. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. We also hi one true bibia bim. We also has the NP at Botiano read the code of conduct of the president. If not, then he doing mischief, and such people like him doesn't even have the moral right to lead. Say Ike or the Fijabos to the Diaba. Honorable Mwakwaba. Akwaba na Elba Toswa and then Samajan Fiasam na ye ka mixed reaction catch Emra press conference. Any matters arising. Let's move.
Ziga Medasi na Menchia Kessben TV. Ashafo. Menim say Ziga me krom dwaso man omasinkonya show den timechia dwaso fo nyina nso. Na machia MPP ma mo nyina mo pe party ni yi party ni hyehyeye ho hia mo so mechia mo emredu si nyina be sorry ne aye nkabo mo ho adwuma de edikan na de toso mienu emre ne so si yi mpanimfo nso mo bedi party n'anim a ya hwenkrofo a omo betimi aboa party ni nchichiriye ene ne nkan konkrofo mo nteki size krofo mbe gina medal say ye de party no na ye gina ma no yenye se Ziga de ono an ye support no doctor de ono an ye support na di division bebre abende esonsunsanso ye hu ni nei no ye mpenkrofo a ombetwe mo ho afisa na ma ni nyina ho Ziga urasa mi jamfi se ekoye onipa foforo bia Ziga ebi anke ebe paden no otie me tell a doctor can I scriptures from a drinking bar. Sometimes don't know to our bonebia Bible no nim chen wo afira sorry ba. Because what na sorry in many years. Maybe and wa fall. You don't know Bible more than the Satan. So sometimes you need advice from everywhere. And I said baby you be do your share say no. Obi ko ho hunu say hai me share say wo ha no two for hwe. Na won one ko share say wo ho. Inti doc enye da bia na ose pope nkwan de tufo eto da korinsen nti tumi tufo man ye based on your quote na yemfa ne say the fact say na enye enra no does it make it right today se nra na nya enipa na wo feel so oye wo kra wo feel say because there's no case against whoever you are claiming yet your man the so-called NSS scandal up to date yente hu hwebiem the way am be ye hu de na fi say by this am jeli o ma ye de ba yivu interpol ko for ma atukwan nyina aba o ma atukwan aba ne nam kuremu ene mo na tie so they should spare us that die obofo ne die ne nam ho apaso yem say ho say doc tie no no ko che obi $2,000 it's nothing on koji government appointment bia what you say code of conduct bi anyone me chichire no meti yi do ayi Ziga say ye ya adoye kure bi so eso sene sa
ne kure
code of conduct bi abeche me because me no obi anko sign a social contract me nko kan kire Ghana for say enkrofo etia ban mu dada na bra bo mo boni so arrogant almost splashing money so kick them off man penny take over what their footwork kese e man appointee say mo bra enya hand-time any spray of money. So doc, will be fair to this discussion and discussing the way it is. Let's put our individual differences aside. Let's discuss it the way it is. Or your public officer. Demonstration now, as a public officer. According to Sami Jemfise Yentuya Nika, but started Juma Yentuya Nika. And once ye de yensika o mining now baby yensika kesi nya free power na oda no if I'm not lying or if I'm not mistaken Sami Jemfi position there's also Bank of Ghana governor what you say because gold reserve now no heso no Sami Jemfi na ye hu adwuma no ma obi aheso wo no de abeja wo na wo hweso Sami de yesipo akwabo na no nyina wo na hweso Ziga what you say? Yeah. And the amount of money you nya free gold mu no. Minim the be kure wo Ghana hanuma eso sene sa. Da bia meka And same on say guy be announced here one of the biggest mining company in Ghana. On funny dimpie. Or reveal secret saying gold that in your Ghana hano. You bet me to your Ghana ni be about 2,000 Ghana cedi.
A month.
A month. Also see a DNA si from na sika brofo ne se free chrome ha. Ah, Ziega, yet your memu gold mining company be o memu or support on the sponsor I Manchester United. On sponsor in cedis or in pounds. They make a debut Man U match. Who's the Mudimbo? And Yamin Mebo Dean will be a castle with Gunaduma. But do have Man U match a main sponsor, no? And a gold mining company or Ghana. Ziega, you won't crow for one so called expatriate or yet more those gold mining companies. Ziega, a minimum pay as high as $50,000. As high as $100,000 a month. A month. Enti adenti na mensumene Ibrahim Traore enya adwen. Ni ati o mamu ni assign gold contractor. Ni assign sesa assembi si wo ho a yemfa nko ayi arbitration court. Yembra na wo ha no nyansanim. Ti yentimi ne foreigner no eni yasem wo ha. Agise de code the Hague. Ono ni krom ni akodi asem na magana difo am yase try judgment debt. Are we serious as a nation? Na wo ye de wakotoa no. E da me tran ofidie so kan se mi kire o say galamse hu de da ye mining hu de da ye me personal experience when you obi ni kwore no be kan ye. I was working at a bank and a customer came there for loan or a miner. Me call almost site for physical verification. Eko share omo nima niam omo ye wo ho. Ziega bribe ekoso e wo the gold sector no. That me catch you say wo ma ba omo nya ma de so me ba ho. Ne da me ba ho no. Wa hwa be ka no atum forever. Won koma sem biem. Won ko wo tito obi kure ka galam say wo asema obedwane. Because the be ma no. Ziega we hear Juma the next 100 years unya. And this is industry ayeka ho asem. Je dina to ni nyina no. And then he claims say oba office in Tianika. Meaning say honorable to her. Me no be no nyina say yabo 18 ho no mache. He is a very good friend of mine. Inresi. Among from Oba me tennis court kura be campaign pen. Who me share that doji said you me who nam tebe bi na me ti o ye the campaign we was say na say na be me share that. So you ask yourself say one NDC serial caller actually could be the Facebook and social media meaning say trendy mo ho bi.
Dan na.
Or say of course am jemfi in person.
And they done.
Send the school fees will hear 1,000 Ghana cedi per and their sources. Never on 2 full school fees in man. 1,000 cedis. Some catch any see in Trianica.
No problem is say ne so bia ne
the how a woman say. You see, Ziega, political party. The grassroots ni adwuma the party ni ba power. Yamani hu MPP yamani hu ye. E bi na start no. Na me de enko se mani je.
Kessben 92.
Say full soldiers in a boa starting fu. But it's not a good thing. Me na ye be di me na ye me ya enti so betimi ye hu bibi omonye. I know how it feels. So be bra ye adwuma na ye be ba ne neglect mo.
Okay.
Ziega enti say wo hwe act na akoso na. Say Sami Jemfi the way this young man sat on many panels described Cecilia Dapa, insulted this woman. Our no mama ya wie de sika no, ono de ne ya wie de sika mpo. Sami. And you see, penifo se nye da obeto bo atwa so fra no. Yes, ada na ne mpafe besi. And now say what it. We just we crampo no enye blow. Eyem frama keke na fa ho. And now your confidence level has been reduced. What bu why mre?
Okay.
I've seen Sami. Now you could see say this man is not a happy man. Yeah, you can't be happy. What the whole nation is talking about you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Me de no see no. Me de Abrantie no. Me ne Sami Jemfini the a year ago, what he stands for. And Kamian Kasama resign. But Samian resign here. President is suspended no. He investigating.
Stephen Akondiaba.
The source of income.
Or say the way Kasano or like it or energy and your voice. Stephen Akon. Okay, honorable Nanakid. You know, we all say I'm listening to you. I'm listening to an NDC communicator defending Sami Jemfi's act. A CEO of 4 months into office can afford dollars, but a woman, Cecilia Abnadapa, who's been working since 1980, can own dollars in his house. Okay, that's what Dan Hustle at the Abba. Okay, that's it. Wait. Ghana will forever suffer because the two parties will always defending their members for wrongful act, thinking about their parties rather than the country. Mubarak the free, or say former assemblyman Takrade and the Diaba. Yada Sepa Mubarak. We're from Jones Masuton to Kromasi. Please tell NPP man that we as Ghanaians didn't like lies to listen on your big platform anymore. Please, if you always continue. Okay, thank you very much. Nyankopon ka homeda sepa. Okay, call round 2 quickly. Doc, honorable. We all see politicians do not learn. The same mistake done by NPP is being repeated by NDC. From Aduse, Aduse, Orion was Sadia taught to us, was Ziega in bed with NDC Ghana? Ziega, the problem is not about NPP man being part of your panel or not, but it's about your line of questions and your compliments. Oh, okay. Okay. The problem is they think say Oberton radio so anka de bia no woni o nkofo be yaka NDC ni kasa munafacture no NPP ni kasa munafacture no, but they don't know say we move together. We are here we visit this country. Obi anya matamfo minim ni panansa na obeye NDC ni enti se menene wo rapport bi outside asam na ye ka no de me ko atase NPP ni banana na ti hei nana de metra de ka mu de bia o obeye de amame enti dachi wo fon so na menene di nkoma rapper menene wo menene beye menene Dr. Inusa beye de me ka no atase menene wo rapport bi outside this yenya tamfo please majiji ya mi sunti me NDC ni problem no. Okay. Honorable.
Yeah.
Baby amodi ke kono emfa na munyai. Dia mode kwa na foto Ziega de munyai emfa. Mini dia mo ye emfa munyai. Emfa.
Ebe mo how wow Ziega.
Today news to analysis video to about minimum so who ya before.
Mahu eni de mahu.
O wa kan.
Maakye da.
We have between Cecilia Abnada and Sami to be a profile. We already deserve so check.
Mr. Yeah, second round. And you say honorable.
Yes.
Now the thing and they say dollar ya ba from one nenko for call good for say young quality and no maso na ma ban mu ntimi hyam yente no maso na me da so to no ma abode ade
who say we are operating a free market. I mean,
question.
The question in the a free market and we are operating in this country, no. Obi and to me sure be say chinchina onti ni niamaso. The prices of commodities on the market, no, are determined by the forces of demand. Ewo maimo. And the obia any coin offer so a price in Niama. If we are calling for price control system and a price regularization system be a minimum, that is a different thing altogether. That I believe that as a nation, all of us need to come together and discuss. But with the free market economy a year running, no, a be din say a buying be bet me I can say be titini amaso unless maybe a buying no alternative products ho be a buying is into manufacturing, a buying is into kinky production, a buying is into gari production, and that one you can use your make I say your production to dictate the prices though, because there's a wood no AF4, it just say traffic nina will be tilted towards your end, no. Then Crofobet would no be war. It means they will also be forced to reduce it.
Yeah.
But say looking at the country now as a nation, say yenina jitum say sena niama ekono and bois, and we'll come together and maybe the mrabe say, because I mean it's not only the price I say you're in control, even there should be standard, the measuring, because ubet mi akoto dokru ewo baby 5 cedi no wo fa wo say wait wom the same dokru na yes 5 cedi wo call to another place and so I wo koto dokru 5 cedis a wo say no dey hata and what if you you understand me? And see, these are things I say yen dream wo koto gari olonka ewo Abia Carnation market. Ube drew Malata market. Ube thought the same olonka. Ube say who way too now. Ube say difference because of the way yeniyama emo. And to me, it's our time say we'll call for some of these things, so that at least the consumer will not be cheated.
Yeah.
You understand? So to me, left to me, those costs, yes, we can discuss them further and see how best you bet to me because we call to other countries we call tomatoes it's not at the discretion of the seller. I don't know tomatoes weigh a kilo nibo.
Yeah,
you understand me? So we pay we say I want to have kilo because we pay I will say me pay 2 kilos, me pay 5 kilos. Now you weigh now the amount. Because a kilo be a yenim. But yet, the annoyantisa at times we come market, almost show him. Or show I know some of dresses and will perfume and near me. I can now share the tomatoes metal back 2 cedis. Was there's a 3 or 10 cedis. These are things as a nation we need to look at it. Now, you're making sure that there is standard across board. Now, the no. I mean, the standards are, I'm sure, say, if there are standards, we will not even be calling for the price control. Yeah. Because the standard was a kilo of this a year. And it is across board. Baby, I will talk, it will be, with himself, because I think in Ghana, we will meat on the market, they weigh it.
Yeah.
You understand me? They weigh it. And say, no more way, mawa. Oh, you are quick to go. And say, yes, the dollar has come down, but say you say dollar now perform it will take time to reflect because some of these traders omukra muniyama we wo ni niyama no krabe say 3-4 months at times 6 months ago. Afi na oton kakra na wanya ne sika na wasa ya another import. Eti yebesromo because this argument mini obi kasa na me raise na nipa no ebisa me say but time dollar no cost ro first time so omo backlog wo but omo increase omo prices every my yes but we need to have a little bit what I'm expecting is our finance team will put things together one making sure because what to me maintaining the experiences now if we are able to maintain it for a very long time a whole Ghana for benya so and say I will plead say we should rather focus on how to maintain.
Yes.
It's a young to me and farm back from crass and Ghana for baby if we can maintain Sena Econo, I'm sure say a baby in the long term
or say had a DNA NPP for it is some jamfi oni on one sika ana some don't mind them we freaking Solomon and do we say abba doc yen share sad we say baby adia baby asem de e de magana ni bia how do we maintain it sustain it sebia enkosro kwase maintain the say kra ka bia kepe for a period of time I bet me ahye normal
right Ziega Dollar na aba form no ne kroni nyamienim. It is coupled by different factors. Na nye what you hear in the political arena. Of course, one MP success. What you say?
Yeah.
Obi who say idea ye obi a person odun ho taliso. Na the issues are ekoso amanone to say the US and China trade war no has hugely affected the value of the dollar globally. Into share the dollar against major trading currencies now a depreciated That also mean no. Another factor Emma dollar no echo from any domestic debt exchange program or restructuring no. IMF you know that Ghana currently or IMF program. And now anytime I have IMF program bia no our macroeconomic indicators no they become a bit stable. Na ekoye o share S&P omo ratings na mo aba no they've omo year from selected default to now CCC+, which is a clear indicator of the influence of the IMF program Ghana and Eshehu. And also who said government omo fiscal responsibility has been better. They have cut down cost, this NDC government, and I want to give credit to them for listening to us in this regard, because we share the great transformational plan now. We are saying that government expenditure should not exceed more than 10% of GDP. Our debt to GDP ratio should not exceed 55% of GDP. Now, so Ubisami asem very, very important asem. How do we maintain stability? Ziega, show your orientation of the economy now. Toothpick cry at the back room. No. So already our economy is not favorable for currency stability because we are an import dependent economy and we depend on the dollar for trading. The only way I able to make stability is number one, to build industries that would have an agenda for import substitution. Number two, within the short to medium term intervention, Sra buying say traders now more trading strategic commodities to sell pharmaceutical products which as building materials in Erkika they should give them a fixed forex rate for a period of 6 months. And then Ziega, Ukraine for China na dollar na 12 cedis. Now maybe after 4 months over clear on Yamana, you will pay the duty at 12 cedis and not the prevailing rate out clear Yamano. If that happens now, there will not be a pass on inflation onto the end consumer. Another thing, sir, Omobayane says, Ziega, food inflation is a major concern in this country. Last week, me call off. Na me to me who said that the northern region, Ziega, has a lot of potential to even feed the whole of West Africa. The 5 northern regions, Ziega, say are bind in a neighbor kohonuma, are building good irrigational plants near the Ekikahu and support farmers in a new agric mechanization driver. I'm sure, said Ziega, the whole of the 5 northern regions can feed the whole of Ghana and even West Africa. Now we share the cost of Adrianina. One of the major factors of food inflation is the cost of transportation. Intina Yesra Bain said the Volta River spans from north to south and it's about 1,500 kilometers. We should revamp the Volta Lake Transport Company. Ziega, what did I make? Intino Yebetimenya shipper and a boat, a Kessben cargo boats are.
Just tell them to continue the Pakadan projects.
That's no. You see, my brother, you see, we have short, medium, and then long term. At this very prevailing circumstances, taking into consideration your debt near one. This is a short, medium term. I able to use it to stabilize your food pricing. There be now some Pakadan come Yes, in Ziega, what I'm saying is that we need to revamp the Volta Lake Transport Company, so that your benya boats are able to me a yinyema enough about south in a cheaper way so that there will not be any pass on inflation on the end consumer. Another issue is in the Ziega, market queens,
Yes.
we need to regulate that side. One of the major causes of food inflation market queens.
They hide behind a lot of things.
Yes.
Least mistake
market queens no. Oko aboblo shima latane ekika market queens no omo bopo inflated way prices of food. We need to ensure that we rationalize that system and have some form of district food buying companies. Ziega, every district be an buying and chichichichirin crofobia aggregators and empower them to buy food from the farm gate. And also support farmers so that you can at least control the price from the farm gate. Because you support farmers in a very rationalized modular. Now, to me, rationalizing the operations of these market queens are together. You can be able to regulate the pricing between the farmer and then the intermediary, and also reduce the pass on cost effect on the end user. And so these are the models we members of Movement for Change we are professing to the government of the day. And if they are able to do this now, in the long way.
That's a fantastic idea. I like where market women need. Doc, they are the people who are creating problem. You better discussion with nobody will talk about. This is the first time I'm going to be a cancer. Say we should attack the focus on this market women. Say ahima for no. They are the problem. Well, you say good morning, Ziega. Watching your show inside Techima Bruno East Regional Capital. What the MP is saying about Same's issue, he should reason about it very well. The rich will remain richer and the poor will remain poorer. Okay, thank you very much. We're from our May Aguero and we say Abba. Nana, my memory will say, well, see, good morning, Ziega. May you live long. You are amazing on this morning show. Keep it up. Watching you from Dambai Oti region capital. And I'm we say Abba. We say from Kobe. Also say, please tell the Movement for Change guy to stop the. Oh, Charlie. Please. Ziega, I have been following you on all social media platforms, and I must confess, you are doing a great job. Let the gentlemen in the studio be honest to themselves. If it was on the other side, wouldn't they? The Same Jenfi. Okay, thank you very much. But that's a message I would have my way from Namu, the greatest. Okay, Nana. Fadiaka.
I need you to say.
Yes, the Price Control Act no ebana. See our common law.
You trust a beyond ye in politics no. I keep saying that the in the beer that any more train. Sometimes my follow your emotions and for address certain national issues. I know my brothers here, if this thing happened in the MPP era, and assembly different thing altogether. But you see,
but that's why we are doing.
What kind of allegation is Nanake?
Nanake. They are now working with some CCR.
I only with the American.
They are working.
It's a woman come as a Namuntia.
I'm sorry that I'm going to
make a Namuntia. Ziega, I didn't want some no bizarre. Yes, stability of the dollar. Now, if a woman come as a young woman, I'm a woman Gaza. And what I'm saying is,
what's the doctor about me?
Say, the air costing SEO NPP era. I'm asking, say, Yan and communion with Becano. We should be fair to ourselves. We should be fair to ourselves. And we catch NDC for some unfairly pedrimama. So buy no. I feel no more put tunes together. But dollar go from there. So money. What I say? The same group of people that finding feet into yenya botre. Cocoa price amodi year campaign catch Ghana for say Kufuor turn 3,100 in 2024. Was see Ghana for or same go turn 6,500. Mobile no be catch Ghana for say muntimintum because buona na Kufuor turn kwa na wasoro after winning lying to win power. My brothers doesn't see anything wrong with that. And no dear, yeah. But dollar come from the NDC in a John Mahama. Ghana for hey. Yen sana ye channel. We use the same measurement to measure as tomorrow. Dear me person make and says Ziega. Me, I'm a businessman. Se Sydney gain strength many budget. Tiemiye. Sydney gain strength many budget. Now the same question say the sustainability is the problem.
92.9
So far as we are not doing manufacturing in Ghana and we import almost everything. Ziega, me as a businessman, we've not got into the business season. From August, September. I import heavily to meet Christmas demand. No? Say dollar ne gusuko for ma. Me, I will tell you, say, then, and this year, you might find your feet in government. After about 6-7 months, no, they can't tell us how find your feet to be. Enti what dear? Omo beka say okay, oma yade. E sha ase na nya omo na ye ba fa die, omo na ya, ye be support wo. Because you can't tell me single policy ade ato abontia, the results. Who main policy added better than Ghana for more to Obama a 24-hour economy. O buy 4 or 5 months money, on can ho wa. Chama say don't get ya catch see a bedo fu anajo. Ma twa so the light be come farm to na ma ya adwuma e bi nuru ho. Ziega 10 acres amakwaje amedi dua ayi aburo yi. Ka me 24-hour economy ni bebam. Eno de makama no atum wo ho. And this is the deception we are talking about. Mahama Dada yen. And to that you can Ukraine Ghana for because and Kofobi involved until they don't want you to say it. A person who is being paid 125,000 Ghana cedi a month. This same guy sat on the national television. Ephraim and Penny Kufuor to a cromfo. A man who is old enough to be your grandfather.
Kessben.
Ephraim Sicilia, another password a cromfo. But me, some of us, Ziega, we were trained.
Kessben
I will not sit here and call some agent to a cromfo. But susukuru wa ususuma uniano. And no one did be susuma onso. He should sit down. Uncle Jenny Niema Waka. One reflect it. If I happen to be Sami Jemfi, I'll come back to Ghanaians and apologize to Ghanaians.
We has already apologized.
I know you're fanful apology.
No, it's not fanful. One pana apologize.
I want to apologize. A apology letter.
Okay, Doc.
What the release about?
I say, apologies already letter now. Explanation obey you.
Oh,
he came to explain himself. Say who no only be a mobo. Agrada you only be. Okuta LX 35. Agrada kuta Lexus 570.
92.9 FM.
SUV Lexus 570. Oyo mobrowa.
Etina na problem ne say can you pana Same chain at the end now or to which man.
And then he reach us. But Same this SK Emma. Even a full soldier, a serial caller of the NDC, men come in can want that.
Yeah, $1 dollar from no.
What you say? Who be say a question, Ziega? Be fair. Ziega, you ask a particular question. Say if somebody is can it bubuani afa mi ansa waso $1 dollar from myself. And what I viewers in trouble no. Say what is the kind of command? I children's home, nobody would have complained. And I said it here. Sir, it could be Samia papa be could have socially waping. What you say? Ziega, you can say papa nibi. But so far as we a public office holder, who code of conduct a mampeni de betu abonteno, what breaching?
Kessben 92.9 FM.
So if I happen to be him, come and resign boko. Oh yeah, we'll be able to say president, darling boy. We a chief of staff, darling boy. They can arrange and put you as well. Obi amfa. But the year can say the medical chile Ghana for dollar no ebekọ so akọfom na ebe page because there master td cheidie the dollar ne ba be ye ebegente ha okrum
Kessben 92.9
say dollar akọfom asem na okay enu aso ye dollar ibi ne edi chei enti ebe store ne enya enough na ma na akọfom mo no ye distribute ebe da akọfom. I was trying to explain to my brother the northern southern transportation of goods and other things, you know. But you see, yeah, the politics are kata yeni.
Okay.
Senya politics are meaning this young doctor you must have more kind, you know. Because when I was even helping him, idea now they bani a good. But you use so mine sika, tio, and young people sika, and young man penny kufuadu sika. And they are constructing rail line from Accra to Mpakadan. You are telling me, sir, and we a long term from Mpakadan to northern region now can NFAO. And I can assure you, so mine here, say, yet the strength is some near ya within the shortest possible time.
But do you
have
food distribution route in this?
I am supporting what you are saying, but condemn. But there is no problem here. The condemnation aspect now, and I'm packing in the it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean we should waste the money. We can't waste the money. And you be a sicker. And you don't tell you that and you are Martin dia, and you man penny kufuado dia. And your taxpayers' money.
Sa project Kayabembe, I say more
investment. Edumana ye no. And Eduma pa na say Eduma
project.
Siga, what the next one ye rail line na so. And then my own say, a friend say, me am my very good friend, Professor Jampo
Bonkra.
Ako Bonkra Inland Port. And when I'm driving to my hometown, there be a me do Bonkra na me raho. The idea man penny kufo at the starting Bonkra Inland Port. And the speed in which are near kwa. The first Atamos first Mahama administration
20 years new 205.
First Atamos first Mahama administration. Anja ho hwe. Man penny kufo adon so bae the 11th hour and ono so call ho and to want me anwie. And man penny jo mama san ba ni mpre nu so. O penny pa ba ko a o enjoy asantima mutina man penny jo mama kaka ho.
Kessben 92.9 FM.
O bia ofafro no ofafom dia. Me se oduru ha wo rebeho. A project we project and kame ubisamia rail line ya ye. Bonkra Inland Port, there was a speed in air.
Nkasa National Cathedral.
And was a speed in air. What you say? Ya connected the same dollar ya
National Cathedral kana mudi. Kamudi shema ngase ebebwa na.
The time na so
I need to say say.
Ne kro ne yanka no kre.
Obi the National Cathedral sika. Me semrande si yen chen post school.
No,
please, Meba, you know me. I'll come and sit here and support prosecution.
Was that project right? Maybe so.
But maybe so say.
Maybe so na na kid.
Abanya wa buy your so over there. Oh yeah there, you know. Access a huge amount of money to government, Ministry of Government Communication. Access can be a rail line.
Okay.
Inland Port.
Okay.
The fact say mistake is in another
time na so na mami musa sa question we sit here why time na so ye kona na mu hwete asma be kayu me kai said honorable doc NDC buy omo beba omo be fra ba mu 2017 na inflation 15.7 15.7 okay then another dan kwaku for the buy inflation no time na crisis never started mama fanko 2018 the economic crisis world economic crisis started from 2019 which is the covid time and inflation no echo 8 point something that's from 9 point something to 8 point at the point worth 8 okay then abina na was so that no John Mahama abina say ye the IMF deal na ye no and no maybe we put it together. And a man, are you the result?
That is right. That is
okay.
right.
Then the NPP force Mr. Foria Tanamite as a good economist and ambassador naba. Okay. Now, they say ne dollar no so swaba from dollar ne bar from no. And this is for say a yobo might and ambassador naba. But NPP force say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gold purchasing policy our the by middle of last year and I found the result. So in this case, what do we do as a country? say adan na bibia na ye politics adan yemfa ye fene say the credit emfa ma the credit edue ye to abamo sanity the directive principles of the state policy ye tam na so what do I look account be about the some time mame
30 seconds scrap here
okay 30 seconds
1 minute Ziga
one
Asema Mampenyi Mahama Kanye is the same thing. I answered that in my earlier submission. Said the IMF program was the reason why we are seeing macroeconomic stability in Ghana today. IMF program, it happened under the era of Akufo-Addo, and then our gold reserves now under the NPP government. Dr. Addison Carr said omuto gold to the tune of $6.87 billion, right? About 68 tons. And now Mino Kasano, the latest report by the BOG, Omu as at 30th April 2025, Omu see Omu gold reserve to 31.37 tons. It is despite 68 minus from where they are can gold no
honorable Tiawa 30 seconds.
You see, what we should all appreciate is that economic decisions takes time to reflect. Na good for oil now more canon. Over sure NDC bar by one of the first things are ye trade mono good for oil issues here. And the idea we doesn't have insurance so also. Obia wabe trade mono or no more na I don't know insurance and so on. So it doesn't make sense. Wow.
Mr. 20 seconds, mama.
No, Ziga. You see,
I'm Kofi Frimpong.
There be a mechanic say, no chiri will sawasa no wachiane to. No yim frama.
Wait, wachiane pa.
The same thing. Or chiane pa reflected on the two shape no. No yim frama. No amo obi ehunu say there be a wosa na bu mu ase I turn out di kunkrofo. E bi na doc ne me amenu
you see sad no already.
There say oh na da dia we there be a Ziga.
Oh yeah no frama dia dem but say.
Myself so yim frama.
But what can you dia?
What can
okay, we all say good morning Ziga.
Yeah, Ziga am come some pacho.
Miss what time na so.
Time na so mama kasa me come on seconds. Please.
Answer the disparity between a gold reserve.
Asama me come what here say ni say. Say enne you catch us say gold for oil policy e dey buy no. And Nigeria did this kind of results almost in the truth of the matter is that NDC taking over no. Almost a gold for oil policy near Papa Ntumunchem.
Oil marketing companies are
go for
oil was not effective.
And upgrade your many gold board. Enti first no, not the abiding here with Japadia. A policy no. Who did no? Yes, gold Ghana when you know. Gold Ghana when you know Japadia. And then buy a gold board. And you best strengthen. Yeah, Mampeni Akufo-Addo. Buy a gold for oil policy there. $80 neighbor from no. More appreciate it.
Okay, well, see, good morning, Ziga. Why are NDC communicators are focusing on the MPP instead of highlighting achievements in wider than 20 days? Yada sepa. Well, see, good morning, Maakye show. So NDC want to tell us that the old government has wasted our money, so they want to continue, right? We are not safe in this country. Okay, we're from Chireme, Emmanuel Odifri, Doma Hinkro, and Diaba. Thank you very much. Okay, a happy birthday to Sabaftina Ohinewa of Afrancho Bronkrom. Okay, wait, Sabaftina Ohinewa of Afrancho Bronkrom and Kumase. Happy birthday to you, way through Opapa, Daddy Boat, or Abidjan. And I will show you free and was young wish you happy birthday. So Sabatina Nyakopon ka hwati omanya kese kopem se obe kese pa onyini meye panipa beye chira efama o my Ghana ene wabusua nyina. Okay, mote Dr. Ramsey Inusa a member Movement for Change motenenka mote Honorable Alexander Ekuoko former parliamentary candidate ma Botiano English amount from mote onosuso enka Nana K our new pair national organizer Edema National New Patriotic Party National Democratic Congress Nana K member National Communication Team New Patriotic Party enso so ebebe boa ye mote Derek Kwambefi ene oba palamisi enka ene kachire bedu enka owura Piasa Paul Richard ene kuche nsem ni na ade ma me na me so me present ede ma mote Mustafa Bandi ene Joseph Yaminka Addison Danny Addison and Fifi Naka home, Mr. Kojo Preko Dankwa, and so Kahona, Madame Chiduma de Bremo. Yami Adum Watchna, Yanum Bishia Bremiding, Edin and Afro Ziega. Bye bye.